Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Wednesday, October 25th, and welcome to our video commentary. Russia, Russia, Russia. I'm sure you got sick of Russia over the last 10 months, hearing about Russia in collusion with the Trump campaign and all this kind of stuff that was like a daily diet in our media coverage. Well, there's nothing there, as we've seen. But now the Russia story has turned and going after the Democrats in a very unusual way. First, having to do with uranium sales, uranium contracts, contacts with the foundation, Secretary of State Clinton allegedly authorizing the sale of uranium to a company that apparently made a huge contribution to the Clinton Foundation. So all of this Russia story has blown up right now in the face of the Democrats, who thought they were just going to play a little dirty trick on Donald Trump by somehow delegitimizing his victory by suggesting that it was the byproduct of some Russian conspiracy or something like that. I never bought the Russia thing, and I'll tell you why. I'm realistic enough to know that Russia has always been a factor in elections, not just in the United States, but in the West. Of course, the Russians want to destabilize American democracy. They want to destabilize democracy wherever they can. It's in their interest to do that. So it never really caught my attention or my surprise that the Russians would be involved in something like that. The Russians now, the USSR before, of course they would be involved in those kinds of activities. But I just never thought it was going to be significant enough to make any difference. Obviously, there's no way for them to get into our computers to count the votes. We live in a system where every county, every state counts the votes differently. So they would have to know what states to be involved in to know ahead of time what states to impact to have an impact on the Electoral College. So the whole thing was a joke from day one. I never believed it, but it sure got a lot of publicity, didn't it? It sure got a lot of attention. It was basically an idea promoted by the Democrats, and the water was carried by a lot of very friendly people in the media who wanted to help the Democrats. But now the whole thing is blown up in their face, because now we're talking about uranium contracts with Russia that were authorized when Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was signing those papers. And now we're finding out some of the companies involved made contributions to the Clinton campaign or the Clinton Foundation. That's the kind of stuff that is going to get very scary. And I think you're going to hear a lot more about it over the next few weeks. So this Russia thing that began as an effort to delegitimize the election of Donald Trump, to basically make people think that there was something illegitimate about his victory. Of course there wasn't. He won the election fair and square. It was an effort to delegitimize his election. This whole thing has now blown up in their face and is being thrown right back at them. And it could also involve the Obama administration, Attorney General Holder, FBI Director Comey, President Obama himself. We don't know what he knew or what he didn't know. Then you have the unmasking scandal, where American citizens may have been wrongly unmasked during the Obama administration. So it sure looks to me like all of this is going to be in the news quite a bit, but it's not going to be about President Trump. It's going to be about the Clintons and the Obama administration. So, sometimes you as that song goes, I started a joke that started the whole world crying. I didn't know the joke was on me. Well, this one is on them. The Clintons and the Clinton campaign, they started this thing about Russia, but this thing about Russia is now coming back to them. And it's not going to get pretty for the Clintons, and it may not get pretty for the Obama people too, especially Attorney General Holder and FBI Director Comey. We'll see how it turns out, but I don't think it's going to have a happy ending for the Democrats. Thanks for watching. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas. We have all of these videos over at YouTube. You can see all of them. We have an archive now of a few weeks. We also put them up at Twitter, and we put them up over at my blog. And don't forget to listen to our podcast, and don't forget to read my articles at the American Thinker. They usually come out early in the morning. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Silvio Canto in Dallas. Go Astros. Come on, Astros. Go Astros.